I think we're live. Hey everybody!
Hi.
Thank you for joining us here on our. We usually don't do these YouTube live streams, but we're here on YouTube just because we're going to try this out, and we've got some fun devices like this gimbal that's going to have really super stability.
Dream for my
here.
shaky hands.
Yeah. So we're just going to switch the camera around here to show the other side of things. And here we are, and this is my office. You guys might remember this office from basically when I would do all my other live streams, and Sierra and I would be sitting in here doing our podcast. We recently renovated it. There's a couple things that, we got new shelves and stuff, but I've got a lot of junk that I still got to put in this office, so usually it's a lot messier than this right now. Right now it's looking pretty clean. Today is Naked and Famous Denim Day on Reddit, and I just want to introduce myself to all the people who may not know me. I'm Bezad. People ask me, what do you do for Naked and Famous? And the answer is I pretty much do everything. I do design, sales, help with the marketing and with the stores, and you name it, I do it. So, because of that, I have a lot of insights. I was also the first employee here at Naked and Famous Denim, so I've grown with the brand from, a rack with like 8 styles of jeans to what we have today, including a brand new flagship store in New York City. But what a lot of people don't know about Naked and Famous Denim is where we come from. And, well, we are from Montreal, Canada, but I'm talking our roots, our history, where we actually came from. And while Brandon Sfark is the founder of Naked and Famous Denim, it was Brandon's grandfather, Paul Sfark, who actually founded Beaumarchais, which is, if you ever call Tati and Yoko or our office, you're always going to hear Naked and Famous Denim Beaumarchais Bonjour. And Beaumarchais is the workwear company that Brandon's grandfather started back in the day. And it was Brandon's father that took over the business. And then Brandon's father is still in the business. Brandon's father is making workwear and jeans and you name it, prison wear and stuff. When Brandon came into the business, Brandon took his, area of expertise into a different direction. But it was, without Brandon's grandfather, we wouldn't be the brand that we are today. We wouldn't have the knowledge and know-how and the infrastructure. So even when we started as a brand, we started with a lot of things, including this office building, including a warehouse, including, just the ability to have a proper functioning business right off the bat. So we had a lot of support from Brandon's father and even Brandon's grandfather when we started. Actually, when I just started with Naked and Famous Denim, Paul had just passed away. And I remember one of my first few days being here in the company, I actually went to Paul's funeral. And, I actually never got to meet the man, but I even knew then that if it wasn't for him, that I wouldn't have the opportunity to be in the chair I was at that point. So I owe a lot to Mr. Paul. And oddly enough, throughout the building, sometimes, we see a lot of these old signs and old things, and it'll still say, like some phones, it'll say, Mr. Paul, or like Mr. Paul's, sign above his parking spot is still there. And Paul, one of his brands that he started back in the day was Paul Rose Products. And you might remember that Brandon brought this brand back a couple of years ago. We did it as a tribute after his grandfather died, and recently we actually found a couple of these old. Well, actually, we only found this one piece here in the warehouse, but it is maybe the only existing Paul Rose Products piece that we have from back in the day, and it's this really great workwear jumpsuit. I mean, this is where our history comes from, making quality workwear and jeans right here in Canada. So we apply that in everything that we do. And let's take a look through our facilities today to show you just how much of that is, still ingrained in us. So this is my office, and still, it's an office. I got books and stuff, and not as much junk as there used to be in here. A couple of dying and trying some plants that we're trying to revive. And this is the existing showroom. This is where all the junk from my office still lives. I'm sorting through it all. There's a lot of fabric scraps and books and magazines, and anyways, I'm working through it. It's gonna start to look really, really good sooner than later. And right now, I want to walk you through our warehouse and some of our, little production facilities that we have going on here. Actually, this is a great opportunity. This is our pattern printing machine. So this machine right here, this prints out all the patterns for all of our jeans, and you can see it how it works right here in action. I don't think it's printing jeans right now, but we do a lot of different types of production here still. This is, one of the first steps in making a pair of jeans. We also operate a small repairs area here, so if we're fixing stuff, it happens right here. We have a lady who comes in a couple times a week to do some of those expert repairs for you here. Buckets of zippers and trims and all that kind of fun stuff. And here we are in the warehouse. This is where we pack and sort all the jeans that get shipped all around the world. As you can see, we have a lot of shipments that are going out today. We just got a lot of great products like the Street Fighter, Round 3, the King of Slub, Japan Heritage. So that stuff's all being packed up and shipped out. And this is what our shipping boxes look like. KO Canada, and on the other supporting Bio. Freight elevator. Not so exciting, just freight elevator. And just a tremendous amount.
And we're back.
We're back. Okay, it looks like we hit the limits. But I was going to show you our shelves of denim. Not so exciting, but we do try to keep between 15 and 20,000 pairs of jeans in stock at a time. This is one thing that we learned basically from Brandon's grandfather. How can I say it? The way he ran his business was through cash and carry. He knew that if you had the stock, you were able to sell it. And now, there's a lot of different ways to look at a business, but we've found our success through the success that Brandon's grandfather had with a cash and carry business. So we always try to keep our best-selling products in stock. That way, when our wholesale partners need a replenishment, they don't have to wait for us to do another production run to have something back in stock. We all have something ready to go, making sure that the customer is always able to get what they want when they want it. Naturally, we don't always have everything in stock, but we do try to maintain a high level of inventory to ensure that our customers are always getting the products that they want when they want it. And let's walk upstairs. I'm going
to we're back.
Hanging on with me. So this is our second floor office. This is the floor that my office is on. Sierra's new office is on this floor as well. Actually, we do a little bit. Let's just do a little thing over here. Random rolls of denim. Say hi to the internet, everybody. This is where we do graphic design and photography. So all of your pocket flashers and all that kind of stuff gets designed. Bonnie's our pocket flasher designer extraordinaire, and she certainly didn't know she was going to be on the internet today for millions of people to see. But she's the one who put together a lot of your the pocket flashers that you love, and even that really cool graphic that was in front of our New York store until we just opened up. So this is where all that little big magic happens. Carol is our pattern maker, but let's not disturb her.
No.
Just wave to the people. There we go. And of course, our denim floor. I featured this on several of our Instagram live sessions. These are the same denim floors that we have in our New York City store, and they are going to fade and distress just like a pair of jeans. It's made from real Japanese rope-dyed denim, and it's affixed to like a tile, and it works quite well, and it's very appropriate, I think, for a jeans brand's office and retail store as well. And this is where Sierra lives. She's still moving in.
And Koba.
And Koba.
We're not fully moved in yet.
Right.
And
Tammy. This is the extraordinary Tammy Wong. Hey Tammy, you actually look really cool today. Why don't you show everybody the things that you're wearing?
I got the classics.
I love them.
Duck.
So tell us what you like about them.
I like that they're super high-waisted, so it's like a girl. And I like the straight leg because I'm comfy and cozy.
Cool. Well, you look super cool today, Tammy.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for being our excellent model, and for our many of our wholesale partners out there. They're very, very big fans of Tammy because Tammy handles a lot of the wholesale business, and oddly enough, many people have never met her, so maybe there's an opportunity for them to see Tammy for the time. This is Tammy.
Thanks, Tammy.
All right, so let's go upstairs, and we're going to take a look at the factory and show you where this is about where 20% of our production comes from. We own 2 factories, and this factory was our first fully owned and operated factory.
We might lose you
cut
for a
out
second,
here.
but we'll be right back.
Yeah. All right. Doing okay?
We're good.
Okay, so this is
Okay, we're back.
actually enough production still remaining in Canada that we could work with some contractors to make jeans for us. Okay, we're back. We're back. Oh my God. Say hello. This is Acacia. She's working in our factory now. She's learning all the ins and outs of denim creation here. So we're walking through the factory.
Connecting. Looks like we're back.
Okay, we're back. So, like I said, in the early 2010s, a lot of the manufacturing in this country started to disappear. And the manufacturers here in Quebec that we relied on, they were making a lot of companies. And when those companies pulled out, those factories shut down, or at least they started to shut down. And when the first one went, we knew that we had to take control of our future. So we bought up facility. And everything we use in this machine is, authentic, vintage, American. There's actually a lot of Japanese machines in here as well. There are some GPs in here, but we pride ourselves on using a lot of this vintage hardware because there's no way to make authentic vintage style jeans without using the proper machine to do that. So, everything from our union specials, of which we own, in this location, we have 3 functional ones. We have one in our, we have another 2 in our factory, our other factory, and we have one in our store as well. So we've got quite the collection. But as you can see here, we've got everything to make jeans, and our ladies are on lunch right now. But you can check out some of the jeans in progress that are being made. Everything is made piece by piece, part by part. So this is the back of some jeans. And then we've got all the jeans out here separated by size and leg and parts. We've got some left-hand twill. Looks like we're making some duck over here as well. And everything moves from station to station. So it's one person completes it, I'll back them up on these, and then sorry, there's some dead zones in our factory here for the Wi-Fi. Sorry about that. So as you can see here, we're walking through a land-worn jeans, and everything is work in progress. We've got our hemming station over here with our trusty union special. This is the one that is kind of junked out for parts. So we try to scrap it from here. So that's how that was. Some great MIJs being hemmed right now for a customer, and some E-Honda. So we can even do the heavyweight stuff here as well. It's a little bit more difficult. You've got to be more careful because if one of these machines goes down, replacing the parts for it will be difficult and hard to find. You call the Frankenstein. The parts aren't there. A couple of months.
And we're back.
A little bit more here. Some of our. It's all of our hardware that we use. Everything is YKK USA. Everything here, all of the hardware that we use is made in America, Kentucky. It's all custom hardware. You can see we've got the little maple leaves on our rivets. And we have the J'adore tout nu, I prefer you naked, on our hardware here as well. It's hard to see, but here's where we keep some excess hardware, leather patches, You name it, we've got it all and tons of it. So, you know, we try to keep everything in stock so that we can make things very quickly and turn product around fast for you guys. This is always fun. I really do like this wall of thread because of the colors here. This is a nice shot of just this great collection of threads that we use to make all of our jeans. All right.
The wall of the thread.
Wall of thread. All right, so I'm going to take you guys to Kate and Yoko and show you where we store all of the inventory for the web shop and where all of our orders and processes happen. And you guys might. Winston's there. You'll get to meet Winston as well. I know he's got a lot of fans out there in Reddit land. Just arrived, so we're picking and packing that up as well. There's some King of Slug over here.
We're back.
Okay, we're back, everybody. So here we are. This is the Tate and Yoko. Sorry, I feel like a news anchor. We're back, everybody. So this is the Tate and Yoko warehouse. This is where we keep all of the inventory for Tate and Yoko. So all of your orders get picked and processed in this area right here. How many jeans do we carry in here, Sierra? How many do you think?
Oh my God. How many do I think?
Yeah.
By size?
No. Like
By
how many
style?
units? How many units? I don't know. A lot.
I don't know, a lot.
Anyways,
All of them.
We also process a lot of orders, so we try to keep as much in stock as we can. You know, we don't typically have a lot of out of stocks. Again, back to our philosophy of, you know, from Mr. Paul back in the day, cash and carry, having inventory on hand, being able to sell your product to the customer when they want it, and so that's what we continue to do. Here's some orders that are. Looks like Mike over here is on his lunch break. Say hi to everybody, Mike. Mike is our warehouse manager here. Winston is MIA, but I'm sure he will turn up at some point. But this is Winston's zone, and this is where he answers all of your questions. And I think they enjoyed a pizza here the other day, thanks to a friendly Redditor out there. Yeah, not particularly this area. I mean, it is a warehouse, but we do process a lot of orders here on a daily basis, and I wanted to introduce you to the guys who work hard to do that for you.
We're catching them at lunchtime.
Yeah, we're catching them at lunch. We're catching everybody at lunch, it seems. So I'm sorry about that. Otherwise, it would be able to see some more of that stuff in action. So why don't we go down to the store, Tate and Yoko, where we can try on some jeans. We can show you all of our fits and how they fit on a body. So come with me. We're probably going to get cut out. Come with me. We're probably going to get cut out for a second. Are any questions popping up on the screen? I have a feeling I'm missing some. Probably going to get cut out again.
Ricardo says, I went to the new store this weekend. It was awesome.
Glad you enjoyed it. What was your favorite part? I'm sure we'll get a response there. But yeah, if you do have any questions, send them up and I will answer them for you here. Mr. Brandon's picking some inventory. This is some unbranded brand stock that's going out.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, Brandon.
No problem.
We're back.
Okay, we're back. Well, let's just get a pen. Everybody's getting back to their stations here. You want to see some Union Special action?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. Doing a half.
Full naked and famous denim.
Oh, of course. So I'm wearing the Strong Guy in the Nightshade stretch selvage. I'm wearing the shirt in, I forget what we call this particular flannel. But
Net
this is
flannel. No?
No, this one's not a net
Oh, it's
flannel.
the brushed.
It's a brushed flannel. It's very, very comfortable. It's brand new. If you check on our website, you'll be able to tease. I pretty much only wear our stuff, with the exception of shoes. I do wear a lot of other shoes as well. So let's go through the elevator. We might get cut off again. I sure hope we don't, but we're going to find out. Your keys.
Bottom. And we're back.
Oh, hey Koba. Everybody knows Koba. Come on in.
Come on.
All right. So here we are in Tate and Yoko, our first retail store. When did we open?
8 years ago now?
8 years ago? Has it been that long? 2010, 2011, something like that?
2011, I believe.
Yeah. So this is our first retail store.
2011, I believe.
Yeah. So this is our first retail store. We built it. I mean, partly because we actually had the space to build it. We actually own. Well, Brandon's grandfather actually purchased this in the 1980s. So now Brandon's father owns it, and Brandon's family owns this property. So the entire building is owned by us, and we actually had a retail space here on our ground level that we used to lease out. But the lease for that particular business came up, and it was sitting vacant for a while. So Brandon and I decided, why don't we just build a store? And that's what we did. So most of what you see in the store, the way it is now, is just items that we curated from our trips all over the place. We even did a lot of the demolishing of the store, and some of it wasn't so clean, as you can see here, but sometimes at the end of the night we would just come up here with a crowbar and start tearing things down, and it gives it a good kind of really interesting industrial vibe in here. I think that's what we are going with the place. A lot of metal, a lot of different types of hardware, cool fun things to play with. A lot of this stuff was actually original, stuff from our building from back in the day. I don't know about this one, but we used to have this giant cash register. No, actually, I remember buying that thing. Never mind, that wasn't original. But a lot of these super old racks are, and we bought a lot of these from some factories that shut down. I really like these particular fixtures a lot.
Me too.
Because they actually transform quite nicely. We can't see, but you can see over here, these come down, and really, really sturdy. And I think we only bought them for like $25. It's either that or $50. And the place that we bought them from had tons of them. We bought 3, and then we regretted not buying all of them. Went back, and they were all gone. Bastien here for anybody who's been into the store. He's here most of the week and on the weekend. So if you ever come in live into Tate and Yoko, you're often dealing with Bastien.
Say hi, everybody.
Say hi. Yeah. We've got cool Pepsi cooler. Originally, we were going to have like beverages and just snacks and candy also sold throughout the store, especially Japanese snacks and candy. But that never actually. We actually opened a wholesale account with like a Japanese candy distributor. But I think probably what stopped most of that was when we invested in this cool vintage cooler. This thing didn't work quite well. I think somebody modified it to become a freezer, so everything that we would put in there would just freeze, and we ended up destroying like 100 bottles of ramen, and we were like, maybe we need to rethink the candy and drinks aspect of our business. Now it just stores bags, and I think there's some beer in there.
Yeah.
But, it stays cool because it's kind of cool in those anyways. A lot of these signs that you see here, these are antiques that we picked up from our travels throughout Japan. I did a video, I think it was about a year ago, and we were in Nagoya, and we got to meet with one of our, basically the guy that we buy a lot of these signs from. He's an antiques dealer, and he specializes in these old signs, and some of them are really, really cool. They've got great illustrations and designs on them. Some of them we have no idea what they say, but I mean, we could find out, because my wife can read all of these things and tell us. But we've got old Milky Candy ads. This one's really cool. It's got the devil on there as well. The one up top there, that's for like children's school uniforms. We try to get things that are also tied to apparel in any way if we can. But I really happen to like this bunny one because it looks really, really creepy. And I like that one a lot too, because he's telling you to be safe or you're gonna be sorry. So some more of these, we always try to bring these signs back with us when we come home from Japan. Some of them are very big, so they have to be shipped here. In fact, there's some very, very large ones in our warehouse that have yet to come down because we just haven't found the space for them yet. Aside from that, Tate and Yoko, those kind of signs, we've got a bunch of like fun old robots as well. We picked these up in some cool spots. There's a a shop in Tokyo. They have several locations, and they specialize in all kinds of vintage nerdery called Mandarake. And we spend a lot of time in there finding these really cool robots. Some of them are tremendously expensive, especially if you get them in box, like we do here. Brandon insists on having boxes. So we have them kind of neatly on display here, and they are all functional as well. But I don't know. I think they look cool here, but I wish we had maybe a better display for them as well. Aside from that, we have these kokeshi dolls, which is traditional dolls that maybe a little Japanese girl would have had back in the day. And we bought over 200 of them, and we created these really cool patterns here, like these repeating patterns, as you can see here up top here. And we have them also displayed in the New York City store, and if you ever go into the store, you're going to see there's a little shelf with them on there. We're going to have even more on there. Maybe that's going to happen sometime in the future, but for now, we're trying to tie in some of that Tate and Yoko into the New York City store. In addition to these toys, we've got a lot of antique Japanese posters as well. Some of them are sexy posters, from some adult films. But what the heck, they look fun. Anyways, we've got some Curated film posters here. This thing I really love, and we got this at a Japanese textile auction in Japan. Being in a Japanese auction was really, really fun. I didn't really know what to expect. I've actually never been to a live auction before, and my first interaction was the Japanese one. And unlike the American ones, going once, going twice, sold, it was like eye contact sold. So, in addition to having the prices translated by my wife as we were trying to bid on these things were going very intensely. And I think one of the fun things about it was that this antique textile auction was really designed for antique dealers, so people who are going to then resell these products in their own vintage shops. Us going in as consumers, our price kind of sensitivity was a little bit different because we didn't actually have to make a profit on any of these things because we weren't buying them to then resell. We were just buying them for ourselves. So I think they were kind of annoyed a little bit that we were there because for some cases, like things like this, we really didn't care what we paid for it because we wanted it, and I think it makes a really, really beautiful display here in the store. Now, what this was used for originally, I'm not quite sure. It's obviously some kind of flag, but you can tell it's very, very old because, this is all hand-stitched, and this is all hand-painted. It feels like it's on some kind of canvas, silk, maybe a linen material. It's very fragile. And it's very, very beautiful. It's a great backdrop here in our store, and I think we're very lucky to have such an amazing piece as this one. Lastly, another great detail of our store that I really like are the comic book walls. Here we have the walls, basically the walls are wallpapered with vintage romance comics. As maybe many of you know or don't know, our logo, the Naked and Famous Denim logo, draws its inspiration from those old style romance comics, pop art from the 1950s and 1960s. So we thought it would be appropriate to line our dressing room walls with these comic books. So Brandon and I went to pretty much every comic book store between here and Toronto and cleaned out every romance comic we could find. We found all the best pages and we put them up in our change room. And they're very silly and they're very funny, and they certainly come from a time that is unlike the time we live in today, where women are absolutely dependent on men and finding that perfect man, and if they don't, their lives are horrible. And of course the advertising actually hasn't changed much over time, because you'll see some of the advertising here is for weight loss, and then the other ones are all for weight gain. So I don't know really what physique they're trying to, here you've got, crash diet, lose up to 5 pounds overnight. And I think on the other side, we have another one which glamorizes gaining weight. So it's quite funny how things have and haven't changed over time. A lot of glamorous wigs here as well. Oh yeah, here's the too skinny one.
We're getting some comments.
Okay.
David wants to know, what are the odds we will see a King of Slub jacket?
Very good. So I realized that we were not able to do that for this particular run of the King of Slub. Actually, by the time I didn't think of doing it when we developed fabric. I think because we were doing the Japan Heritage, we thought, okay, that's gonna kind of fulfill everybody's kind of want for an unsanforized jacket. And then by the time I got around to, recognizing that everybody wanted one, we actually didn't have enough fabric produced to make the jackets. So we missed out on this run. We will be doing more King of Slubs. The King of Slub is going to be like our elephant series. We're going to take that construction that we have and we will modify it and we will create new Kings of Slub. So the next one, I will make sure that we will have a denim jacket for you there. And
Koba loves the cotton tree. Get out of there. You little nut.
Okay, so
should we try on some jeans?
Yes, let's try on some jeans. So we have several fits, and today we're going to go through all of them and show you exactly how they fit. And we've got a very, very willing model, that's Jen here, who's going to try them on for us, and we're going to explain the differences between our fits and both men's and women's. So without further ado,
Well,
you're up.
What are you wearing now, Bastian?
That's the easy guy. Oh,
Koba.
that's the easy guy.
Maybe I'll switch places with you so we have better light.
Yeah. That's the easy guy.
So
one size up, like I sized up, so it should be slightly tighter for the one of you guys who prefer slim fit, but this is so comfortable. That's one of the only jeans we have that you can do this in the. And I can put you at like it's a challenge. Do this in your skinny guy, and you'll take a video.
All right. Yeah, they look fantastic on you. Now, one thing I like about this jean is that even on a slimmer build, they don't look particularly relaxed unless you've really sized up on them,
Exactly.
right? So you've got the extra room through the thigh that you need. You've got the slim leg opening, but you have the room in the crotch and the butt area for you to be comfortable.
They're super relaxed and comfortable, but thanks to the aggressive taper, they don't look sloppy.
Yeah, they look modern. It's a modern, comfortable modern jeans.
All right.
There you go.
Great. So that's the easy guy for you.
So first, I would propose let's go from the slimmest one to the big one.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah.
You want to take it? I can keep it.
Yeah, I just want to make sure that. Okay. No, we're good. All right, we got a couple more questions. Any chance we'll see? Oh, I think we already answered those. Okay. Did we miss any questions here?
No, I think we're good.
Okay. Can we add a shop in the Bay Area, California? I want to open a shop in California.
You were talking about that last week.
I was actually talking about this with Brandon because we just opened the New York store, and that took us. It was quite the project to put together, especially with the design team and the construction. We aside from building this store, we've actually never built a store before, so it was a learning process for us. But the New York store has been tremendously successful so far, and everybody since then has been asking me, when are you coming to California? When are you opening in California? One day we will be. I've already started talking to Brad. I said, we got to find somebody out there. We got to find a spot. So maybe talk to your real estate agent or find a real estate agent. So that is, to me, the next spot somewhere in California. But we'll see. We're only a store in, so sooner than later, hopefully. Okay, Bastien, what do you have on right now?
This is the stack guy. So it's the slimmest fit we have. Slightly higher rise. Okay.
Right. So you've got that high rise, so you do have that mobility that you need.
It's more mobile than you can have on a skinny guy or a super guy. The rise is gonna be slightly smaller, so you feel more maintained in those, let's say.
Right. So you've got that skinny leg all the way throughout with the higher rise.
Exactly.
So that is the stacked guy. No, you can wear it the way Bastien's doing it. Oftentimes people will also sag them a little bit and wear them a little bit lower on their hips. So it's a little bit more of a fashion jean as well. So it depends how you want to wear your jeans. But this is maybe our most fashionable style fit that we offer. And that is the stacked guy. And this particular fabric is the deep indigo stretch selvage.
Exactly. You really want to go for a stretch one.
I don't think we make that in 100% cotton.
I don't think so.
No, we
No,
only offer it
only in
in
stretch.
options.
Okay, Brian says, I wear weird guy. Will super guy fit me around the thighs if I size up?
Yes. But actually, most people size up 1 in super guy anyways. They should fit you. It depends how tight they are on the weird guy. You might want to size up 2 if you really want to make sure that you're going to have the room that you need. Now,
I'd say go easy guy almost.
Yeah.
If you want, you know, size down in the easy guy.
you could do that too. You could wear your same size in easy guy or even size down 1 in easy guy to maintain a slim look with, you know, the room that you need in the thighs.
A lot of our customers, this isn't a rule, but a lot of our customers, if you're a 30 in weird guy, you're a 31, you size up 1 size in super guy, and then you would be a 29 in easy guy, sizing down 1 size. Koba's so mad I'm not giving him any attention.
Koba.
Get down!
Here, maybe I'll take the camera and you can do some of the explanations for us.
No more. No. Where's your phone?
So you can see Koba's very excited today.
He gets mad when I don't give him attention. Usually he's a lot more tired on Mondays because we go up to the country on the weekend, but we didn't go this weekend.
Okay.
And we didn't go to the park.
All right. Bastian's out with another fit.
That's the skinny guy.
This is the skinny guy. So this is one of our first fits that we ever had. And it still runs in the collection, though it is only available in a few limited fabrics. And this is the left-hand twill. Bastian, how do these fit?
I mean, like it feels great. If you like a skinny jeans, but not too narrow on your calf, that's perfect. Like, it's slightly slimmer than a weird guy, and way slimmer than a weird guy actually. And yeah, it feels great.
So it's a slim straight,
Yeah.
not too wide. Oh, sorry, not too wide at the cuff, not too, with a somewhat of a medium rise.
Yeah, exactly.
Not too low, not too high.
Just under the belly button. That reminds me that the super skinny is just slightly different.
Right.
So the difference between the skinny guy and the super guy is the skinny guy is the slim straight and the super guy is the slim tapered.
Right.
The taper means the leg opening is smaller. So a skinny guy is just straight all the way down. Super guy has a taper, smaller
Right.
leg opening.
But you're gonna see it right away. Check, like, if you check really my calf, you can see that on the outside seam, it's pretty much straight. It's just the foldings are made on my calf, but you see, the leg is pretty much straight. On the other one I'll try, you're gonna see that it's way more tapered.
Should we show the street fighter pattern?
Yeah.
Am I doing it so you
Yeah,
can see it?
yeah, we can definitely see it. So we've got the lenticular patches, pocket flashers on the Street Fighter Round 3 jeans. We've got the E Honda here, the 21-ounce sumo weight denim. You've got E Honda doing his 100 hand slap here, and you've got that hollow foil leather patch, which is really cool as well. Do you have a list of stores that will stock the King of Slub? Yes, we do. We have that published on nakedandfamousdenim.com.
The latest blog.
The latest blog post is a complete listing of all the retailers with the King of Slub. And we've got the Ken with the flaming Shoryuken lenticular patch here as well. Very, very cool. You've got him doing the hurricane kick on the back and the Hadouken embroidery. Sierra, can you show that selvage edge?
Yeah.
One thing I really love about this jean is the custom selvage edge that we did for this fabric. And as you can see, it's very streaky. So the idea here was to make a flaming looking selvage edge. It's not that classic like red line. We use a twisted yarn that goes throughout the fabric, throughout the edge here. So you can see it's not even at all. So it has that kind of flaming look. I hope you guys noticed that detail. It was something I particularly really enjoyed about that style. E Honda's a classic red line selvage ID. Very, very fat.
It's heavy.
There you have it. All right, Bastien is out. He is wearing the super skinny guy.
you see right away the leg. It's way slimmer. There's almost no fabric on the outside on my
Right.
calves, so it's way more tapered.
Can you turn to the side a little bit?
Of course.
There you go. So there you have it. A little bit.
But technically, it's the same jeans.
It's the same jean from the knee up,
Yeah.
but from the knee down, it tapers slightly.
Yeah.
So you have a slightly smaller leg opening here, and it is called the super guy. It used to be called the super skinny guy. We changed that. We felt that the name was a little confusing for some people because these jeans, they are not super skinny. You know, some people imagine a man legging, which these are not.
No, not at all. No.
They're more of a modern slim fit. So
Exactly. You can see like my knees not just like it's to be comfortable, to move around.
all right, and that is the super skinny guy.
Super skinny. Up.
Formerly known as super skinny, now super.
Sorry, super guy. Sometimes even I get confused. Okay.
So,
What's next?
the weird guy,
Okay.
the most tender one.
Well, I'm wearing the classic.
That's right. So you and Tammy today are wearing the classic fit, the same
Yeah.
fit, same jean. So you've got that high rise,
Super high waisted.
super high waisted.
No more. Someone at the door. No more. Sorry, guys. Guard dog on duty.
Yeah.
Super high waisted, and then a straight leg all the way down. I think the reason why, at first glance, you love them because the fit is so different. They're really cool. But after wearing them, you become in love with them because they're so crazy comfortable. The really high rise is really comfortable, and then the roomy leg is.
All right, let's
There's
take a
no
look.
going back.
Let's take a look at that.
Get down. No more. No more. Go. 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 Get down. Go. Go.
All right. So there you have it, guys. That is the classic fit. Really wide, straight leg with the high rise. Whoops. All right. The phone is okay, everybody. Okay, back to Bastien, and is wearing
The weird guy.
the weird guy. So the weird guy is our best-selling and probably most iconic fit that we have.
Yeah.
Bastien, how do you feel?
Honestly, I feel slightly better than the skinny. Like, as I'm really more like loose fit guy, but this is great. Like, everything that you need for like modern day jeans. Like every day, you don't want to be too slim, but you don't want to be too large. There you go. The modern slim taper jean. So you're gonna be pretty tight on the thigh, but less than on the skinny one, and you're gonna have way more room on the calves. And yeah, feels like either your office jeans or I don't know, cowboy jeans, whatever. Everyday
Great classic
jeans.
fit.
Yeah, classic fit. Classic modern fit, I would
Yeah.
say.
Perfect. All right.
I happened to notice this morning that I'm at 28 in those, which is almost the smallest size we have.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you heard it here, everybody. Bastien wears a size 28 in the
28.
weird guy.
Yeah, if you want to pay me something, whatever.
Are you losing weight? I swear there's this trend in the shop the last couple weeks, Bastien, I don't know if you've noticed this,
Yeah.
but so many people are coming in saying, I need new jeans, I've lost a lot of weight. I'm
Yeah,
the
exactly.
opposite, I've gained weight, but everybody is coming in saying they lost weight.
Yeah, I've also gained a lot of weight. Somebody here is asking how tall is Bastien? Like
5'7".
5'7". There you have it.
5'7", size 28.
Yep. I think that's pretty normal.
Gonna make a joke about him being single, but
He is single, everybody,
Yeah.
and ready to mingle.
Yeah, send me some application. I'll see what I can do.
Okay. What's your Tinder name?
we'll make one.
Like, find me.
Fi-
have one?
Find Bastien on Tinder. He's there.
Let's start with the groovy guy now.
Okay, everybody wants to see this for sure. Here's some of the new fall options: the Blizzard denim, the wave stretch, cashmere denim, active motion denim. Got the recycled yarn denim, day and night selvage,
There you go.
thermo stretch, indigo duck. Okay, so Bastien is wearing the groovy guy. Now this is something I pretty much made because I wanted them, mostly personally. But I also just have a nostalgia for this type of fit. I feel like we don't get enough of this fit in the raw denim world, and it's just a classic jean from a classic era that, for some reason, we don't get enough love for this. And
We
And
don't.
it's more comfortable than you can think. Because honestly, when Beza came first time and said like, "Hey, we're gonna make like bootcut jeans, like slightly bell bottom," we were like,
Really?
how is it going to be, you know? But try them. Since I tried them actually, like
We all love them.
it's amazing. Like it's one of the best summer jeans you're gonna have. Like you want like that kind of 70s hippie vibe. That's
yeah, rock and roll.
Yeah, exactly.
So here they are. They've got a slightly higher rise.
Yeah, which is like Sierra was saying, so much more comfortable. Like once you have a high rise jean, it switch back to a mid rise or a low rise.
Right.
It's so comfortable.
Slightly slimmer through the leg, but not
No, way less tighter than any other fit that we tried before.
right. And then it flares open at the bottom.
But that's a nice flare. It's not like your crazy bell bottom I can see or like on those like videos or kind of.
You know, it doesn't cover your entire foot,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly. But it's if you have like for example if you have boots, like boots, high boots, that would be a really good addition to your collection or your wardrobe.
So there you have it.
There you go. So now, personal favorite, the strong guy.
Yeah, the strong guy is becoming more and more popular for us as well. It's what I wear. I mean, you guys might be able to tell here that a lot of us here in the office enjoy wearing looser fitting and wider fitting jeans. I don't know, maybe it's just a trendy thing, but I also tend to think it's, you know, just as we get a little bit older, we just desire that comfort a little bit more. So I've been wearing the strong guy for at least a few months now. I was wearing the groovy guy a lot during the summer. And
Also, I understand sticking to what works for you, but I have a lot of customer comes in and they're like, I'm the weird guy, only show me weird guy. But if we're having a good time, they'll try something else. And a lot of the time they're like, wow, I'm really surprised. I love this. So try something new. You never know.
all right,
I was getting
Ko was taking care of himself.
So, thing is also, you have to like you can also change the way you perceive things because, I mean, dressing yourself is also a game. So sometimes you prefer like to have like a slim leg but a wider fit on the top, and you can do the other way around, like a wider fitted leg and like a slimmer top, and that's just like playing around with your stuff. That's why we have those things. That's why we encourage you to wear those kind of fits. And yeah, I can guarantee you, high rise, straight leg, so comfortable.
Why is this your favorite fit?
Because it's so comfortable.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Right, so you've got the higher rise.
Yeah. And also, I tend to think that like I'm a small guy, so if I wear like skinny jeans, it's gonna get me even smaller. You know, I'm gonna look like a cricket. So prefer things like
Strong guy, that is
exactly.
all of our men's fits covered. So if you guys have any questions about that, you know, definitely you can ask us or you can ask Bastien here or Sierra here in the shop. They'll definitely take care of you and make sure that you are in the right fit.
Exactly.
All right. Well, I also wanted to cover the women's fits. Hey, Brandon, say hello to everybody.
Hello everyone, how's it
Brandon?
going?
Brandon's here. So
Brandon's gonna try the women's fit.
no, Sierra's gonna try on the women's fits.
We went over the classic.
Yes,
I'll go into the max.
sure. The Max is our newest fit. Hey, Brandon.
Yeah, how's it going everybody?
Pretty good. So it's Naked and Famous Denim Day here on Reddit, and so we're doing a live stream with everybody here on YouTube. And we were just talking about some of the history of the brand, and I was talking about your grandfather basically being the patriarch of all this. Do you have maybe any interesting stories that you could share with us? Maybe some words of advice he gave you, going into starting your own wing of the business?
Well, my grandfather's a pretty straight guy. He didn't talk that much, like us. We like to talk a lot, but when I started, people would always give me advice, say, oh, you should get lots of celebrities to wear your brand, and you're really good at marketing, so product focused brand. It's, oh, what a crazy idea. Eh? Just put value into the brand instead of into the glamour. So we went in that direction, and so far paid off.
All right. Here's a good question, actually. What is your favorite detail that we put into our jeans?
Favorite detail? I can tell you I don't know, but I can tell you my favorite hidden detail that pretty much nobody knows about.
Okay.
Or that nobody ever pays attention to, but then I like it because it's a little secret handshake. All of our rivets don't actually say Naked and Famous Denim on them. If you look real closely, they say Je t'adore tout nu, which means in French, I love you all naked. So I think that's a funny little detail that we have that most people don't know about.
It's true. I did talk about it a little bit earlier, so I do like to talk about this. I do personally enjoy that detail a lot as well.
That's a good funny one.
All right, so we've got Sierra out here. She's wearing the brand new Max Fit, and this is in the Hunter Stretch Selvage. A really, really interesting fabric and color. And Koba's, doing his thing. So Sierra, tell us a little bit about.
Just like the classic, I love them because they're super high-waistly comfortable. Like sitting is a breeze. They have a great butt because they're so high rise.
Right, and then
the high skinny is a tight fit all over. The Max is a little bit more relaxed around the hips and the thigh with a super tight taper.
Right, so you get that very, very small leg opening, and then it comes up. You've got a little bit more room in the thigh. You've got the good bum, and then you've got a great high rise. Very, very cool looking jean.
So if you like a slim tapered fit, but the high skinny you feel like they're too tight, it's uncomfortable, try the Max.
Great.
It's made for you.
So this is brand new, and how's it been selling so far?
Really well, but we need more women to try it. I think with jeans, especially with women, you stick to what you know, but be adventurous. Try the Max and try the Classic.
Okay.
The high skinny is doing really well. Should I try that on to show the comparison?
Yeah, let's do it.
I saw you showed our new Kanban.
Yes, that's right.
We're gonna go back to Japan next week. Hopefully, get some more Kanban.
So do you have a favorite Kanban here in the store? And Kanban are these metal signs, by the way.
They're enamel signs. Some of them are porcelain. Some I think are just metal, but most are porcelain enamel. This is a funny new one that we got, like a safety one. I love all Japanese safety posters. They're hilarious. When we go and visit factories and mills in Ibara and Okayama and Kojima, there's always the funniest safety posters. It's like there'll be like 12 girls on a pyramid on a soccer thing, and they'll be like this, like, don't throw anything toxic in the garbage. It's like just the most amazing posters. Or there'll be a bunny rabbit, and like the bunny rabbit just there with a funny expression on its face. It's like, fire safety is important. So this one is pretty funny, like, don't go in. This would just like to have the cool sunburst on it. But I really like the Singer ones because at least they're, sewing related. So this is the newest one we have, and then I actually have two of those. One we have upstairs in the showroom, that's Singer sewing one. And this is also, it's a needle company, so a company that makes sewing needles and bust forms. So that's kind of fun. We're trying to collect, sewing related ones. That's just Detour, which is cool. Plus we love candy. The one down there we had next to the records and the record player before, because it kind of looks like records, but it's also sewing thread. That was pretty fun. And then would you show the big one up here? This is a famous sake brand, like a 1,000-year-old brand. Someone on Tsuru. I forget exactly what it means, but Tsuru is crane. It's something crane.
Actually, there's this cool Oni mask here
Yeah,
as well.
this is an Oni mask from the Edo period, so this is from like the 1830s, I think they told me it was. I have a bigger one we have to put up too, that's the God of Fire.
There's a lot of antiques here in the store.
New Japanese antiques, come on by and check them out.
Little museum we have going on here. It's an old sewing machine. Very rusty.
Oh, what about my rusty bicycle?
There is a rusty bicycle somewhere.
Tricycle.
I'll have to show that one
It
after.
has the badge on it, which is the coolest part. It has the original Japanese.
Okay, we're back. Sierra, let's go over.
Sure. So right before this, I was in the Max, and this is the high skinny. So it's not as high rise as the Max,
Well, of course I can believe it.
and it's tight all over.
That's like a standard.
So it's our slim fit,
Yeah.
high rise jean with the small leg opening.
So the high skinny we do in stretchy denim because it's so snug. It has to be in a stretch denim. And the Max, because there's a little bit more room on the top, we can do 100% cotton fit.
Great.
The high skinny is stretchy and comfortable.
Cool. So that is the high skinny for everybody. We also have Sierra's dance moves.
Now what?
We have the skinny. Let's go through all the fit. Let's go through all the fits.
Okay.
So hey guys, if you want a good tips on how to fold your jeans, or when you visit us, how to fold the jeans, you just. To be honest with you guys, like most of you guys, I know that you're willing to do good and try to put the denim back, but it's always wrong, and we have to do double amount of work. So I'll show you. So basically, very easy. Take the edge up, edge on the edge of the pocket.
So wait, let's see.
There you go.
So the bottom of the jeans to the edge of the pocket.
Exactly.
Okay.
And of course, the second flip on the edge between the pocket and the edge of the sewing.
All right, and
There
that's
you go.
and that's the Tate and Yoko way to fold.
Hundreds of them actually. You're right.
Bastien,
Yeah.
they were asking, Tate and Yoko, do we carry other brands aside Naked and Famous Denim?
Of course.
The answer is yes, and would you like to introduce some of them?
So yeah, of course. So first of all, we're gonna start with like one of the most, I would say, like one of the most well-known. It's gonna be Shot. So been doing leather jackets since World War II. Always the same standard of quality. Always the same leather supply.
Actually, longer than World War II. This is their
Actually,
90th anniversary this year.
Yeah, exactly. She's
Yeah.
90th. So yeah. So it would be 2018. Yeah, 2028. Okay. So basically, we're gonna have like a nice range of products. You're gonna have like a mix between leather and wool jackets available in different colors, like a greenish for a more army feeling, but you have also black ones, black and gray one, if you want a more like casual, everyday wear, easier to match with the other stuff. And then all the classics, I would say. You're gonna have like the A1, the Perfecto. This is an amazing piece. It's like the one of the for the celebration of the 90th birthday Beza was talking about. So you have like a twill lining, removable collar. You know, honestly, the quality is amazing. Like just if you check just the quality of the zips and the trimmings, it's like really exceptional. And of course, even like they have the same supplier as back in the days.
Great.
So there it is.
Wait 1 second.
Maybe-
Commercial break for Sierra.
Sarah.
So this is the skinny. The difference between high skinny and skinny is the rise. High skinny obviously has a higher rise. Skinny has a low rise. I'm in the active motion denim. This fits everybody like a glove. As you can see, it's super tight.
Yeah, it's our stretchiest denim.
But it's super comfortable. You could do yoga in these jeans. Literally. It's crazy how comfortable they are.
So very slim fit all the way through. And so this is your like classic skinny jean.
Yeah. And the active motion.
Yeah.
Super comfortable now.
Great.
Next, I'll try on the boyfriend fit.
Okay. All right, and while she's trying those on,
We're gonna get back to another brand that are like particularly, let's say, linked with, because before I was working for them. So this is Monitali. So it's a brand from California, from Los Angeles actually, and they basically it's Japanese people living in California. So imagine like the Japanese like attention to detail into a different kind of lifestyle. And basically you have what it is, exclusive fabric. 100% cotton, water repellent jacket. I have a bottle of water, so actually I'm going to show you, because like people don't believe it when they see it. all with military specs. You have like military specs buttons, so same thing. Like the quality is not like nothing in question with quality here. We have the Harris coat, so something pretty heavy for your winter. Then you're gonna have the same kind of spirit of the short jacket I showed you before, but in a very different way also. The two zip pockets are huge and so practical, you have no idea. The inside also, like the sleeve lining, like always same thing, attention to detail and quality of the fabrics. There, and the last one, not the least, is that jacket that is not your typical rainproof jacket or like we say wax jacket, but has the same kind of a spirit, but so with Yuki's own twist actually. So, and I'm going to show you how it works with the up. So this is a in-house fabric. So the only place in the world you can gonna find this fabric is in Monitory, at Monitory. So I remind it's 100% cotton, and it works pretty fine.
Very cool.
See?
All right.
There you go.
No mess. All right. Back to Sierra. We've got
The boyfriend fit. This is a relaxed fit, low rise with an aggressive taper. So when you think boyfriend fit, you think that they look too big on you. Naked and Famous Denim's boyfriend fit is just a super comfortable fit that still looks tailored. You don't look sloppy.
okay. So not so fitted,
No.
but still a skinny fit.
Yeah. And this is in the 11-ounce selvage.
Okay. And is there another?
I was wearing the classic who shows the max, high, skinny, and boyfriend.
All right. So that's everything. All right. So that is all of our fits. That is our store. That is our staff. I think we've covered almost everything or everything.
Speaking of different brands, like we have so many other like Japanese denim brands, Warehouse, Burgers Plus. You should really check that. The quality is amazing. What do we have? Kamikaze, Big John, and we have like some shirts, some outerwear also from our carrots. Like you really have to pay attention for this. 'Cause, like that's the best winter jacket you can ever have, and like without any question.
Yeah.
Triple layer outer shell, 750 down filling. I mean,
850.
850 down filling. I mean, it's like we come in the shop. We'll talk about it.
Winter jackets designed by Canadians, made by Canadians.
Yeah,
and we know winter.
Exactly, and it's not a company that works like, usually a company would say, okay, we want a jacket for that price point. They don't work like this. They just say, we want a jacket that is breathable. Like basically, they just set the standard so high, and they make everything to reach that standard without any price question. So that's another way of like conceiving garments, and that's a way we really love. And on the other end, that's something also we're really excited to carry. It's N Wonder. So it's kind of the same way, but in a Japanese version. Like Japanese twist on outdoor and let's say active garments, and so much nice stuff like fleece, backpacks, which this fabric seems so thin and nothing, but it's so resilient. It's the same thing that they use as in sailboats and in sailwear actually, and that's like everything proof.
It's great, like outdoor gear built for somebody who likes to explore and be active in their gear.
Exactly. And always with like nice details on stuff. Like for example, on those jackets, I don't know, it's gonna be maybe hard to see, but the zip is pretty bended, slightly bended, so it never scratches your chin. So all these products are filled with those kind of ideas, and that's why we love it so much. Like everything is practical, everything is
great.
fabrics.
Well, thanks for the tour of Tate and Yoko, guys.
Welcome.
Thanks for being such wonderful models, trying on all the jeans. And everybody out there, if you would like to know a little bit more, then the stream is about to end. Preempting you there. But if you have any questions, I will be on Reddit all day answering any of your questions in the Naked and Famous Denim Day thread. I hope you enjoyed this little tour, and maybe we'll do some more of these another time. Thank you again. We will see you guys next time. Later, guys.
See you.
There we go.